Revelation 17 and 15. And it says, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word, love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shatir from the Chicago camp. Coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. All right. And we have a situation, a really big situation going on. And we're going to let this Edomite give the spill on it.
Stands with Russia now, all of Africa, Russia and China. You know what's in Africa? Resources and money to be made, because Africa and India, specifically India, are going to be the global superpowers of the future. Not America, and definitely not Europe. And by the way, Africa still suffers underneath the amount of money that it's paying Europe every year because of colonialism. 1700s colonialism.
And you want to know why these countries are still suffering from this day? Because as the scripture says, Ecclesiasticus 10 and 8, it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right. And America's dealings with all these other countries has been wicked, very wicked and gruesome and grievous. Okay. They put you under contracts that are impossible to pay back. And when you can't pay them back, they just say, well, let's just have our way with your resources. And if you don't agree to their contract, well, you know, people start coming up missing. And see, this is how many of these countries are suffering to this day. Let's continue.
Now that they're standing up on their own, guess what? They want their own money, their own people. They were thriving before colonialism. Now they are making their own money, and they're like, oh, we want to keep this. What are these people doing in our country? They're European. This is Africa. Bye. We have a huge problem with this. Oh, Russia and China also have a problem with this? Come on in. And then I saw this video. The government is keeping us distracted because they don't want us to know that Africa and India are partnering with China and Russia. Yeah, all of Africa doesn't want us. You know what they want? They don't even want to conquer, which they could. They don't want to conquer economics. They don't want to conquer the economy of the world. They want a fair share. You know who doesn't want that? Europe and America. They don't want that. They don't want fair shares all the way across. America wants to be on top. Europe wants to be on top. But what do you think about this?
Yep, America wants it all for themselves, which the scripture says. I think this is in Isaiah. I could be wrong. Habakkuk 2 and 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Right. This guy, as he said, this guy don't want to be fair. He doesn't want anybody else to have their own economy, helping their own people with their own resources. He's like, hell no. He was like, America and Europe don't want that. They want to be on top, and everybody else has nothing. All right, which is a very wicked spirit, as the scripture says, man. That guy's a flat out niggard. Okay, it says it's not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man. Bad Uncle Esau is a very proud man, because you have to be under a certain mindset to believe that you should own and have and control everything, and then everybody else has nothing, not even their fair share. Nothing. It says, neither keepeth at home. Right, this guy's all around the world trying to conquer and take away resources. Like I said, that's his MO. That's what he was blessed with. He'd be a vagabond in the earth, taking his kingdom by the sword. And that's exactly what he's done. There is no place in the world where Bad Uncle Esau's philosophy and economic and political tentacles have not reached in this world. It says, who enlargeth his desire as hell. Everything he has, he wants more of it. And then when he gets more, then he wants more of it. This guy always tries to find a way to squeeze the juice out of an orange that has no more juice left. It says, and is as deaf and cannot be satisfied. Right. Like you heard what the man said. No, you don't want them to have their fair share. No, we want to be on top. We want to be ruling. We want control of the resources. We want everybody to come to us. No matter what the cost. It says, he who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death. Because when you, as I said, when this guy don't get his way, if you don't agree to that economic hitman or that contract, then guess what? Somebody got to go spread some democracy. As the elder Malcolm says, grenade. All right. Bullets and bombs start dropping. And people start coming up missing. Everywhere this man has gone and conquered, he leaves a trail of death and destruction behind. It says, and cannot be satisfied. So even with all this conquering and all these great resources and this power and influence that he has across the entire world, he's still not satisfied. It says, but gather unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Because this guy wants the whole world under his vibration. And this new world that they're setting up, he wants everybody to come together and live in so-called peace and harmony. But the catch is, he's on top. But see, we're coming into a time, as I read before the video started, I believe that was it Revelation 17? If memory serves me correctly. Yeah, Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Right, like the man said, hey, but these folks are getting tired of this imperialism, this colonialism, this economic and political oppression that has been governing their countries for centuries. They're like, we are tired of this. And now they're standing side by side with the greatest enemies that America could possibly have. China and Russia, the BRICS nations. China, Russia, India, Brazil. They've teamed up with the superpowers. Now they're like, we ain't going anymore. And we have a situation where, as the scripture says, all right, it says, beat your plowshares. I might have to read up. Joel 3:9, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. See, America just been one big ass bully, all right, punching and slapping and kicking, taking people lunch money for centuries. And now the economic, political, and military might has shifted towards China and Russia. And now all these other places are like, you know what? We're going to go stand with them. And then Russia is paying off a lot of these countries' debt. So they're like, you want to pay off our debt to America? All right, bro, let's do that business. What do you want? How can we make this partnership profitable for both of us? And see, America don't like that. All these countries are at the point where they're just like, we can't stand you. We don't want your rulership. We don't want your philosophies. We don't want your government. We don't want nothing from you except for to just get the hell out. And if you got a problem with that, I'm going to let my two big brothers take care of that business, a.k.a. China and Russia. Because all these countries, especially what's the Duarte in the Philippines, you remember he was talking a whole lot of tough talk against America. All right, these countries know that America is no longer the superpower that it used to be. It can't be the superpower it has to be. Where you got all these GMO babies, all right, these guys going into the military and they soft as baby shit. All right, a country where their military has been hilariously overpassed by the technology of China and Russia, who we all know is sharing this type of technology with other countries. Not for free, we all know this, but for mutual benefits. So now they're just like, all right, you want a nuke? We got a nuke too. Because this partnershiping with these other countries, hey, that's an act of war. All these countries are drawing their line in the sand and saying, hey, whatever you want to do, we'll do it. But I'm going to let you know, as far as this day is concerned, you will no longer be punking us. And see, this is all gearing up for that mighty day of WW3. So it'll be interesting to see what other groups join unto the BRICS. You can't even say it's South Africa anymore. It's all of Africa. So they might have to change that. But nonetheless, I hope you all were edified. To the next time, we're going to say Shalom.